Hey y'all. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. Trying to get to the comments. Good evening. How is everybody doing, y'all? I had to press on. I was tired. It almost didn't come. Hi, Roxanne. Hi, Edward. Uh-oh. It looks like my computer's buffering on my end. Is it buffering for you guys? And is my audio good? Is the audio okay? Hi, Marie. Let me make sure y'all can hear me okay. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you, Roxanne. I'm looking at my phone, then I'm looking at my laptop. Awesome. Audio's good, no buffering. Okay. So, how is everybody doing? The stranger is here. I know you guys are probably like, what is going on with Pandy? I am here. Life has been lifing. I have had a lot going on. I've had to shift around live streams. I'll have live streams set, but by the time I come home from work, I'm exhausted. And I'm just like, oh my God, I need to change this time and date. And that's not a good thing when you have supporters looking for you. So I've been trying to work on being more consistent. Okay. So y'all pray for me. So I've had this particular live stream set for, I want to say maybe 2 weeks because it was something that I wanted to revisit. I feel like I came on and I had this conversation maybe about 2 years ago. Let me know if this music in the background is too loud, y'all. Oh, thank you, Edward. I'm going to talk about that too. This is going to be me talking about my weight loss journey, but also talking about all the other stuff going on. Can y'all hear me with that music playing in the background? Can y'all even hear that music? Is it too loud? Does it mess with the sound? It just felt too quiet back here. I moved everything around and tried to rearrange to make my little new area, but I still haven't quite angled. Okay, you can't hear it? The camera that I bought sounds like crap, which I noticed in my last video. So I'm back to using my old camera. Still can't hear the music, Edward? I'm going to get started. This is going to be more like a check-in than anything else. Ooh, I see that oily skin coming through on the camera. Still can't hear? Okay. Well, I can hear it. I wonder what that's all about. I am scared to turn the music on StreamYard because the last time I used the StreamYard music, I got a copyright strike. So, for those of you that are here, I just turned the music off. We'll just deal with my little slight echo back here in my little area where I video record. So, hopefully, you guys can hear me. I turned the music off. So, I've had a couple of things going on, right? Number one, my channel. I'm going to be here checking in. I'm going to be kind of updating and chit-chatting, and then I'm going to also talk to you guys about what the topic says in the title, and that is my weight loss journey, ways to stay motivated, why it has been such a struggle for me. The fact that we're dealing with a death in the family literally right now. Like my husband just went back out the door to go back around there. I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't like to do that. I don't like to keep going back around the family and seeing everybody all sad and crying, and it's just not for me. So I'm here. I wanted to keep this live for tonight. And yeah, so a couple things I want to talk about. So most people are probably like, well, where's Pandy's dollar sign? Did she get demonetized? I mentioned in one of my ride to work with me live streams early morning that I sometimes do that I need to get back to doing. But I've been having car problems too, so I hadn't been wanting to go live in the car. So anyway, life has been lifing. But no, I did not get demonetized, but I did get suspended. So my suspension is going to be lifting in a few weeks. And the reason why I've been transparent about that is because I've always been transparent about everything that I do on this YouTube channel. I always come down and I share with you guys in an effort to A, be transparent, and B, to help you avoid things, for yourself on your channel. So what I have been telling people is to be very, very, very careful with reposting what YouTube deems as reused content. And suspension for what? Right, Edward? All the crazy stuff I see on YouTube, and as clean as I try to keep the content on this channel, I was so upset. I was heartbroken. I wanted to cry. I wanted to give up. I went through a whole range of emotions. So this is, YouTube don't really give you a whole bunch of information, but this is what they said. They said reused content. So when I went through my channel, I was able to sit back and be real with myself. Like, okay, most of the editing tools and things that I use for this channel are stuff that I pay for, like Canva and the different editors that I use and stuff like that. But I did download a free app, and be weary of them free apps. I did download a free app that allowed for you to pull clips from off of TikTok, and it removed the TikTok watermark. And I thought, oh, that would be good. Because in my entire time of having this channel, I was always told that if you're going to put something from TikTok on your channel, either upload it to your channel first and then put it on TikTok, or, use an app that will remove the watermark. So I'm thinking I'm doing everything legitimately, right? So I did pull like some motivational quotes from over there. Number one, here's another tip. TD Jakes do not like you reposting his content. Now, I'm a fan of TD Jakes. I love his inspirational messages, right? However, TD Jakes Unlimited did copyright flag me. Okay, so I got my first flag ever, and I was in shock because I'm like, oh my God, it was a motivational quote of him talking, and they hit me up and said to remove it. So I did remove it. I did. I thought I did, Edward. I put my images on it. Hi, Anne Marie. Happy Tuesday. Thank you for coming in. Edward, I thought I did. I put my images on it. I put my brand. I put my name. I added little different frames and whoop-de-whoops and wham-de-whams. But you know what? It taught me a valuable lesson. Just don't use it. Just don't use it, Pandy. You're very creative. Stick to your own creativity, because that got me a copyright flag, right? Thank you, Anne Marie. So I did get a copyright flag for that. That was my very first one in my entire time of having my channel. And I was just like, oh my God. So even if you remove it, like they didn't, most people will give you the option to remove it, and then, they won't file against you. But TD Jakes and them, they don't play. Don't use his content. I'm warning you. Hi, Stacy. Hi. Hello, everybody. Thank you guys so much for coming in. I appreciate it, because y'all, I have not been live in a long time. Well, I can't say that. I did go live on my other channel last Saturday, because I did move the Saturday short support over to that channel from this channel, because I really, with all this that has happened, it caused me to really do a deep dive and clean up my channel. I've been having this channel since 2019. And I've been monetized since 2019. So imagine my surprise and shock when they said that you were suspended. First, I got the copyright notification about the TD Jakes thing, so I removed it. Then after that, I got the suspension. And the reason why I keep using the word suspension and not demonetization is because that is the wording that YouTube used with me. And I'm going to tell you why it was hurtful, but it was a blessing because it caused me to sit down and really go through my channel and clean it up and organize it and restructure and make sure that what my channel is about is what I have on my channel. And I had a whole bunch of stuff on here that wasn't really relevant to what my channel was all about, what I stand for and what is my true content. So that was that. And like I said, it's a blessing. It was a blessing and a curse because I could have been completely demonetized, right? And just over. And all those years of work would have been gone. So I'm thankful that that suspension is coming to an end. Like I said, I got a few more weeks to go. And as you can see, I've been just continuing to do what I've been doing since I first created this channel, and that is just keep the content rolling. I cleaned it up of all of the motivational quotes that I was using from TikTok, removed anything that I thought might be flaggable in the future, because I got almost 2,000 videos on my channel, and most of them are all of yours truly. So clearly, I got the gift of gab. I got the creativity. I have the content. I have the commentary. I don't need to be taking no penitentiary chances. Not literally, but subliminally, no chances with getting my channel demonetized, right? So I just been trying to clean it up, keep the content rolling. I had been talking about coming on and being more transparent and talking about doing the weight loss thing. I feel like you guys will kind of help with that. Maybe some will want to come on and join me in that. And then also hold me accountable. We can be like virtual accountability partners, right? One while there, me and my friend Primpin, we talked about doing that, and we kind of fell off. It kind of went by the wayside, but I have decided that with all that has been going on, I need to just get back to it. So that's what I wanted to come on here to talk about tonight. But I wanted to talk about that suspension too, because a lot of people started hitting me up because they were like, hey, I got an email from YouTube saying that your membership was paused. Well, yes, it is paused because I've been suspended. And people are like, for what? Because I don't do nothing crazy on this channel. I don't talk crazy. I don't do crazy stuff. I don't have crazy stuff on here. But I'm going to tell you, like they told me, it was the reused content. And when I really got real about it and looked at it, it was those clips that I was bringing over from TikTok. So I removed all of those, and thank God I do have a lot of content on my channel. So my hours are still way up over 4,000 hours. I'm still getting about 480 to 500 and something hours a month from old content that has been on the channel. So praise God for that. And in the meantime, I just been continuing to put content on the channel. I knew I wanted to get more into health and wellness. I knew I wanted to talk more about skincare and hair care for mature women, like myself, age 40 and above, and just really give you what Pandy's Hair Candy and More was designed to be. So that's what I've been doing. Now, in the course of all that, I've been working like crazy. Like I said, I literally just had a death in my family Friday. So that has kind of had the spirits down. My car is still acting crazy. Yes, my car is still acting crazy, guys. All that stuff that I was dealing with, still dealing with it. The dealership finally said they couldn't find a problem. So basically, they didn't want to take on my vehicle because it's an older vehicle. 2006 Nissan. It's my baby. I love it. It's under 150,000 miles. I've had it forever. It's great on gas. It still looks amazing, but it's getting on its last legs. And I've been holding out on going and getting me a new vehicle because I didn't want to have to get a whole new car, no new insurance and all that. But eventually, I think I'm going to have to. But anyway, the car dealership finally just told us they didn't want to take the liability of me leaving my car there because they couldn't find a problem when they were doing all the inspections. So I just been on a wing and a prayer, driving it to work every day. Okay. Now, it sounds like, dang, Pandy, you've been having a whole bunch of bad stuff going on. And one might see it that way. But I count it all joy. I count it all joy. I'm not completely down. I am a little saddened by the loss of life, but I'm also happy because, you celebrate when people transition. You don't supposed to get down and be sad, but it is kind of hard when you see the people, your family members and your close friends and everybody sad and mourning. So, like I said, my husband just went out the door on his way back around there. I couldn't do it. I don't like to be in somber environments like that day in and day out. And down south, oh my God. That's what they do leading up to the funeral every day, every night. And I just can't do it. So, anyway, I was so depleted when I got that notification from YouTube because I was like, why would they select me? I have seen so many channels doing so much crazy stuff. I even clean up my lingo when I come on here. I don't even give y'all the gutter. You know what I'm saying? That could come out of my mouth. I clean it up and make it age appropriate and family friendly. So I was distraught. I was hurt. I was angry. I was just a ball of emotions because number one, what I present on YouTube is truly my passion. It's to share information, to share business tips, to share my journey with how I grew very rapidly on here, how I networked, to share self-care and wellness tips, to share inspiration. I feel like I'm always on here being positive and trying to share positive information and supporting so many. So it was just hard for me to understand why I was selected. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. No one can really figure these things out. So now that I went through that stage for the last couple of weeks, I'm like, you know what, girl, put your big girl panties on, dust your shoulders off, and get this content back on track. So that's what I've been trying to do. So I've been trying to do more shorts, and just get back to why I really created this channel and bringing that information. And then also trying to pay more attention to my other channel because, I'm also a home-based business owner. And rather than me grouping all that into this one channel, I wanted to keep this channel what it is. They say you need a niche. So I put all that on that channel. So that is why there's been the slight changes with like the short support and stuff like that. So I hope that kind of catches everybody up because I know people have been DMing me and I got a couple of emails and people were just like, are you okay? What's going on? So I feel like so many of you have been rocking with me and supporting me since the time I started this channel that I want to come down and have an official, transparent conversation about what's been going on with me, why I've been hit and miss, why I've been not my usual bubbly self. I've had a lot going on, and I'm just trying to stay focused, stay positive, and get back on track. And of course, if you are like me over the years, hey, Rock Chick, so nice to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. Just having a casual conversation, updating everybody on what's going on with the girl, okay? So if you're like me, I have always, I won't say always, maybe I will say from the time I was about 21 or so. And how old am I? I have to remind myself. Sometimes I forget. I had to ask my mom the other night. I was like, am I 48 or 49? And yeah, it's getting there. So I think we established that I'm 48. So I will be 49 in October, right? So since it's been about 20 years, I have always had ups and down struggles with weight. Okay. And I don't have no problem with that. Okay. I have 3 grown children, uh, 2 grandchildren, married, and I've shared on this channel that I left my former career as a cosmetologist, beauty salon owner, where I used to stand on my feet, have to be on the go, moving, hustling, and grooving throughout the shop, to back to what I used to do, which was healthcare. And when I went back into healthcare 15 years ago, I work in the hospital setting. I was on the go all over the hospital campus, working in multiple locations, walking all over the campus. It was like, it kind of helped me to keep my weight down. Hey, Sylvia, thanks so much for popping in, y'all. I appreciate it. I'm just chatting it up with y'all because I feel like I owe everybody. I have not been on. I haven't gave any updates. I was like, dang, I have not been going live outside of the Saturday Short Support. Well, I'll take that back. I did do one of my Trendsetter Talks, which that's a podcast, so I'm not on camera. I usually give the avatar for that. Hey, Ray, so nice to see you guys. You guys are amazing. I appreciate y'all so much because y'all make this easier. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. So, like I was saying, look, y'all, this is kind of hard, but it ain't hard because everybody that knows me knows I've been real about this. I'm a plus size diva. Uh, I am not a skinny girl, and I have never been a skinny girl. But from the time I was 21 or so, it was always an up and down thing with weight. It's like I would get the weight down a little bit to where I desire it. And then for whatever reason, it would go back up. And then, of course, you had that going on for years and years and years. Hi, RX Nails. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Talking about my journey with weight. Okay. And how I am really serious this time on how I want to do it. So, and I've tried everything, y'all. I have tried everything. I belong to the gym. I'll go consistently for several weeks and then I'll just stop. And then I'll get back on track and then I'll stop. And I'm like, okay, I know this about myself. Consistency is an issue for me. So I'm working on that. But like when I say I've tried everything, I've done the full body cleanse. I have done the shape and burn. I have done everything, but I know it's not the different things. There's no quick fix. There is no overnight thing. I know because of pouring into myself and praying, it's a lifestyle change. So I've been trying to just wrap my mind around like, okay, Pandy, you got to just sit down and really evaluate. Like I said, 48 years old, I'll be 49 in 2 months? So I'm getting closer and closer to 50. So I need to get back to a consistent regimen. So this is why I want to come on and have this conversation, also to catch up with you guys, update y'all as to what's been going on with me lately, because I know I've been MIA on these YouTube streets, okay? Hold on. I can't see y'all's comments. Give me one moment. Look at that combination skin, got me all shiny. Rain, oh, you can DM me, Rain, on IG if you want to send me a message. What what is my IG called? It's not called Pandy's Hair Candy anymore. It's called 206 That Girl Pandy. The number's 206 because I'm from Seattle, Washington. That was the area code. 206, baby. 206 That Girl Pandy on IG. And you can message me that way. But yes, okay, now I can see y'all. Yes, I agree. Marie said it really is a lifestyle change and a change of mindset. Absolutely. And I have been praying on this and I have been reading up on it. And when I tell y'all, see how I'm rambling, I'm all over the place. Let me go back to my point I was making just a minute ago, too. When I left from the salon, because once my daughter got to middle school, I was like, the hair thing, it wasn't all it was cracked up to be. I had a nice, successful run at the salon, but after doing it for several years, it just was like, okay, this is not my passion. I cannot see doing this for the rest of my life. Although I had fun doing it, it was a nice goal that I accomplished, and I learned a lot, which is why I'm able to do my own hair, do other people's hair, and all that good stuff. It wasn't my passion. So I went back to what I originally was doing before I even had children, and that was healthcare, and I've been loving that. And in doing that, when I moved down here to South Carolina and I started working in the hospital setting, I was all over the campus. So I was constantly walking and being active. But here's the blessing and the curse. They blessed me with a different position, which was an office administrative position, right? So what that meant was more money, better benefits, great hours, weekends off. But guess what happens when you're sitting down in an office all day? If you're not careful, you spread. You spread and the weight comes on you, okay? So there's that, okay? And then on top of that, I had some health issues go on too in there. Because I keep saying one day I'm going to come on and I'm going to talk about all that I went through health-wise, but I'm not ready to do that just yet, y'all. But one day I feel like it's going to be a story time. And I'm definitely going to go into full detail because it causes your weight to go up and down as well. Because of certain medications that you're put on. And Lord, don't get no prescription for no steroids because you're going to blow up like crazy. So you have the combination of that, and I had a couple of health scares. And I didn't want to come on here and talk about it because I just was like, that's just too much. But I know that people were contacting me like, Pandy, what's going on? You're not yourself. We see this, especially my mama and my family, like your weight is going up and then it's going down and then it's going up. What's going on? So I've had a lot going on. And so I said all that to say, I'm ready. I'm ready now mentally to do the work. I feel like before it was a thought in passing, but there was no consistency. I make efforts to do the work, but then I won't remain consistent. So I had to really sit down and be real with myself like, okay, what is causing you to start and stop, to start and stop? And I found myself constantly putting me on the back burner and putting others and things and needs ahead of me. And I'm like, well, how can I pour into so many others and then put myself on the back burner? That doesn't make any sense. And I talk to people about that all the time. So it was like I could give the information to others, but I wasn't giving it to myself. So anyway, moving forward, I came to a place where I just got sick and tired of being sick and tired, literally like health-wise sick and tired. And I know that health and wellness is your true wealth. As I said, getting closer to that 50 mark, it is time, and I'm ready to do the work. If that means walking a few times a week, if that means changing the household meals, and child, me and my husband, that is a whole nother entity in itself because he's one that don't gain weight, and he works outdoors, and he's physical and lean. And me, I could just look at something and I'm gonna gain 20 pounds. So I'm like, okay, something's got to give, because the way you want to eat is not good for my health. And I know you want me around, I'm not trying to cut my health short because you want to eat all this crazy stuff that we grew up on. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy a lot of the stuff we grew up on, but the fact of the matter is, a lot of it is just really unhealthy. It's really unhealthy for us. And when you know that weight is an issue for you, you have to be very careful with that. Now, I have been blessed also because diabetes runs in my family on both sides, mother and father. High cholesterol runs in my family. Heart disease runs in my family. High blood pressure, all of that stuff runs in my family. But guess what? Even with my own ups and downs with my health, I'm not diabetic. I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have high cholesterol. That is a blessing. But that's a blessing that's on a very fine line, because for most of those things, there's no cure. They can only be controlled, and I'm all too familiar with that because of the nature of work that I do in healthcare. And so, since I know there's no cure for that, there is a way to prevent it. And that's where I had to kind of talk to myself from that standpoint, like, okay, it is time. And I don't understand, because like I'm sitting here looking at my what do you call those things that you put on the wall and you stick the little magazine pictures so that you can manifest things? I'm looking at that and I'm like, ooh, I started everything that's on that poster, but I didn't follow through. So somewhere along the line, I wouldn't call myself a procrastinator. I'm down to jump in head first and start something, but it's the follow through for me. It's the follow through and the accountability. So recognizing my mistake, I think, was kind of like the first step for me to really get on track. Yes, Roxanne, a dream board. That's what it's called. And so I'm like, I have everything here. I went out, I got my air fryer. I got my stair stepper machine. I just ordered a yoga mat today. I can't wait for that to come. I still got my membership at the gym, which is literally in the same parking lot as my office. So there literally is, yes, a vision board. Absolutely ran. I don't know why that escaped my mind, but you guys are both right. A vision board or a dream board. And I'm looking at it now. And I'm like, oh my God, I did all those things. I got the air fryer. I started cooking and preparing my stuff differently, eating lighter. And I was doing the smoothies. But after a while, oh no, I don't see your comment, Sylvia. What? Let me scroll back up and see. Did I miss something? Let me see. I need an accountability partner. So y'all gonna be my accountability partners. Just take one day at a time. Cut back on your food, eat less sugars and fatty foods. Start walking about 15 minutes a day and plenty of water. Okay, I think that's it, right, Sylvia? Great advice. And I thank you for that, because that is confirmation. One day at a time. So that's where we're at. My husband is not too happy about the cutting back on the fatty foods, but I'm like, look, this is a give and take. This is a give and take, and this is something that I got to do so I can live. I want to live. And I was doing so good at one while, and I was getting down on myself, because I was like, why did I stop doing this? Why did I stop walking? Why? Why did I stop doing this? And I drink water all day long. I fill this up about 4 times a day because of my health issue. I have to drink at least 8 to 10 gallons of water a day. Okay. And so, yes, Rain, it was not necessarily a lost desire, but I lost the motivation. So that's why I wanted to come and just talk and kind of brainstorm and share and be transparent, because it's like, how do people find ways to stay motivated? Because it's like, I know what I want to do, I know what I need to do, but then somewhere along the line, I lose the motivation to stick with it. And I know I'm not alone because I hear other people talk about it, but then I see other people that are able to overcome that and push through. So I'm kind of here like, how do y'all do that? Can you tell me? Can you tell me so I can get some of that push through? Because I'm so serious, y'all. So, like I was saying, I know I need to get back to the walking, and I'm going to be doing it. And every once in a while, I'll come on and I'll vlog with you guys because I used to do it. Maybe before I get started and really into my walk. Now, right now, the heat has been in the triple digits. So I know that was part of the problem. But sometimes I'm just like, you know what? You're just going to have to push through. You're just going to have to push through anyway. Quit letting that be the excuse. The vitamins. Sometimes when I come home from work, it's like, oh my God, I'm tired. I just want to go home. But sometimes I'm like, Pandy, you just got to push through and at least try to do 15 minutes of work each day, even if it's just some aerobics in the living room. I got my little stuff set up there. Like I said, I just ordered my yoga mat, just got my kettle bell set, which is on the way to me, and different workout equipment because I wanted to have some stuff at home on those days that I'm not motivated to go to the gym. I want to try to establish a regimen, like at least 3 to 4 days out of 7 that I'm doing something, some form of physical fitness, because I know that my health is my wealth. And where I may be limited because of the health issues, I still can do things to prevent those um, diseases from coming upon me. Because we know for the body to have dis-ease, it's when you're at, uneasiness. Hey, the Bud Files. So yeah, just coming on and being transparent, um, and chatting with you guys, brainstorming, sharing, and listening to any suggestions or advice that you guys have, because I really found that, and it's hard sometimes to really sit back and look within to see, well, what did I do to kind of create that problem and add to that problem? Is there something I could have did differently? I know I'll jump into a thing and I'll get behind it and I'll go full force. But then somewhere along the line, I lose the steam, I lose the motivation. I know I have a short attention span, so I'm off and on to the next so quick, and that's not necessarily a good thing when it comes to getting your weight under control. Now, like I said, I've always been a plus size woman. And thankfully, I'm not a morbidly obese person. I can still do everything for myself. And it's not necessarily, oh, well, I want to be thin. No, I just want to get healthy. And so I feel like if I could shed maybe 40 or 50 pounds over the next year, without doing any kind of surgery or any kind of thing like that, I'm not interested in doing that. In fact, my doctors wouldn't even hear of it anyway if I wanted to, because of my health. So I want to do it naturally. I want to be able to really change my lifestyle. Eat, like Sylvia said, eat healthier foods, cut the sugars and things out. I remember when Miss Full Roller used to come on, she and I would sit on live a lot. Her and Primpin, they would often talk to me about intermittent fasting. And so that's something that I want to seriously look into. And I've even been thinking about eliminating certain meats, because I don't know if it's just me, But over the years, I've noticed that certain meats, I don't feel good after eating them. Like chicken, which I thought was supposed to be a healthier meat. Just certain meats, I feel really bad after eating them. Like pork, oh my God. And I'm a person that love pork chops and roast and all these things, but I cannot eat them anymore because I get really sick. My head starts hurting, my foot swell up, all kind of crazy stuff. So yeah, the denial fast is good. Oh, the Daniel fast is good. Hi, Marlene. Thanks for coming in. How's everybody? I hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. Oh, Daniel. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm gonna have to look into that one, Edward. The Daniel fast. Okay. Let me take that down. I appreciate all these good suggestions that y'all are coming up with. A substitute protein shake or smoothie. Yes, that's something else I just ordered as well, Sylvia. Actually, from CTFO, our company, they have a protein shake mix. And because I do like smoothies, and one thing I will say is what I found with the smoothies, which was very shocking to me, when I get up early enough, and that's the thing, it's like I just need to find the motivation. So I guess I'm struggling with getting into a space where, okay, I've got the mindset, my mind is made up to do this. This is what I want to do. There's no more time out for, you're already working in the office now. So you're sitting down. So that's a lot of inactivity 8 hours out the day. So you're going to have to push harder to do something extra so that you can get your body in order. So I'm there. I know the protein is a must. So I did order the protein powder. My plan is to mix that in my smoothies because rather than eating something unhealthy for breakfast, I can have those smoothies. And those smoothies was really holding me over until lunch with some light, healthy snacks in between. And then that's the other thing. Even though I eat light, I eat light. I eat light. I bring a lot of fruits and vegetables with me to work. People be looking at me like, you're going to eat a salad? Yes, I literally do. But it's the sabotage, and it's not an intentional sabotage, but the unintentional sabotage is my husband is not going to eat light. So it's like, okay, it makes no sense to me to cook two separate meals. And it's also too much temptation to cook him the bad stuff. And I'm trying to eat healthy and keep my hands out of the bad stuff. You know what I mean? So just trying to get him to come around and be more of a support. Like I poured my heart out to him. And so now he's he's understanding now that I really need his support because I want to be here. I want to be here. I'm getting ready to celebrate that 49th birthday, and I want to do something special by the time the 50th birthday rolls around. And I want to be healthier. Even if I'm 15, 20 pounds healthier, I want to be 15, 20 pounds healthier. You know what I mean? And know that that's an accomplishment, a goal that I set for myself. And like I said, thankful to God that I have not found myself in a predicament where I'm diabetic or having to take a high blood pressure medication or cholesterol medication, because those things are life altering. And the family member that we just lost on Friday, diabetic, and I just watched her deteriorate, like just literally deteriorate before our eyes. And so I don't want to be in that situation. I don't want to be in that predicament. And that was one of the main motivators for me. Like, girl, you got to quit playing and get it together. Let me see what you're saying. Y'all are putting some good stuff up in here now. Hold up. Dang, I wasn't planning on being on here this long, y'all. I was like, oh, I'm just going to come on and talk to them for 30 minutes and let them know what all's been going on and why y'all haven't been seeing me and what I'm working on. Thank you so much for the condolences, Rain. I appreciate that. Let's see. I think y'all was giving me some advice. I can see it on my phone, but I can't see it when I look here. Okay, the Daniel fast, a 16-hour gap in between meals. Now, did that work? So, Rain, you've tried intermittent fasting. Did you find that it worked well for you? And were you like super hungry? And did you have anger problems? Because I don't want to be like, uh-oh, I feel like my gloss is creaming up on my lips. I don't want to be snapping at people because I'm hangry. I don't want to do that. And then it's like they put me in a like management position, kind of unbeknownst to me. So I don't want to be, since I'm kind of having to be over people, I don't want to be that manager that people don't like or hard to get around or deal with because I'm snappy. You know what I mean? Uh-oh, let me scroll back up. I missed your message, Sylvia. Marlene says, I'm an exerciser in the morning. It makes me feel good to start my day. People are saying that, Pandy, I eat before my family. Okay. And I'm usually up, so I probably should just try to get up and do some exercise before I go to work. Edward says I make a banana and pineapple smoothies. I like those too in my smoothies. I will do this with you, Pandy. Call me after and we can do it together. Thank you, Sylvia. I appreciate that. I know you're good with your walking. And I was just thinking about that too. Like, you know what? I used to do that. I need to get back on that. Now, I will say it is in these triple digits here. Oh my God. Even though it was thundering and raining outside today, it was still 97 degrees, but it felt good today because it was a breeze. But oh my God. Usually when I'm riding home in the evenings, I'm telling you, just that little 15-minute ride home from work, that heat drains the mess out of you, which is why some days when 5 o'clock rolls around, I'm like, man, I ain't going to that gym. Is burning up outside. I ain't doing it. But then when I get home and I start looking at different things, I have so many clothes. I'm an avid shopper, y'all. I like to spend money on clothes, nails, hair. And I'm like, I'm not wearing that right now until I slim down. I just am not. So that is my motivation over there. Um, but like I said, I know what I want to do. I know what I need to do, but it's finding the ability to stay motivated so that on those days, when those days and times creep back in and you feel like stopping, that you don't. And I like what Sylvia said, because I feel like that's what Primping was for me. She was definitely my accountability partner. She would keep me on task with that, but she has a lot going on right now herself. So we're not in close contact like we used to be. So I appreciate Sylvia saying that. And I definitely want to be transparent and share with y'all, And I appreciate you guys sharing with me all these different tips. Uh-oh. Rain says, I don't have issues with hunger. I more so have too much time on my hands and snack throughout the day. Good snacks though, right? You can walk inside. I got tips. Yes, I have been watching videos of different ladies that do like power walks. They have videos and everything. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is what I need to be looking at, because I have that stair stepper that I order. And that thing, you cannot underestimate them stair steppers. Oh my God. I do that thing for like 10 minutes and my thighs and legs be burning. but I know it's a good burn. So, yes, just drink a glass of wine with them. Oh, okay. Marlene was saying instead of eating with them, just drink a glass of wine with them, right? That makes sense. So, being more of a social, you know, because it is hard when you get around family. Everybody's kind of pigging out. And it's like, then afterwards you feel horrible. I'm tired of that. Marlene said, I do something every morning if I don't go to the gym. I ride my stationary bike at home or do a dance class. Yes. Now, here's my question though. How do y'all stay motivated? How do you stay motivated? Because I feel like I am so ready to do this. I'm ready to get started. I'm going to push myself. I've prayed on it. And I know this is something that I need to do for my health, for my happiness, for my peace, for my outward appearance, just everything. Like, I'm ready. But in the back of my head, and I hate to even say but, in the back of my head, I feel like, oh my God, you have a problem with, you have a problem with staying with a thing, So how do you guys stay motivated? What do you do? Okay, we got this. Don't forget to call. Yes. Sylvia, I think you might need to send me your number on IG because I don't think I got your number. Marlene says, I have a support group. Okay. Okay. A support group. That actually makes sense. That makes sense. Because before, like, I've seen support groups for different things, but never for something like this, but it makes sense. Good as in yummy, healthy, not so much. Okay, Rain. Okay, all right, Sylvia. Have a good night. Thank you so much for coming in. Oh my God, we've been on here for 53 minutes. Rain says, hold on, what happened to that comment? I like by build my natural shape reminds me of my mom. I build my natural shape that keeps me afloat. But once I reach my goal, I put the pounds back on. Oh, yes, not to be morbid. Yes, absolutely. And see, that's the thing too. Like the women in my family are curvy. Not all of them, but majority of them are curvy. Like, they're not like 600 pounds or anything like that, but they're curvy. Big booty, thick waist, thighs, hips, breastises, all that good stuff. And that's on both my mom and dad's side of the family. So I kind of got it double whammy. Even my daughter, even when she was younger, she was curvy. And she kind of didn't like it because, she would want to wear like the bigger clothes and everything just because her shape, it just popped out. And it was just like, okay, now she's in her 20s and she is just like, she is also my motivation. I mean, this girl has worked so hard. Her body looks so freaking amazing. I'm just like, how did she do that? But then I have to remind myself, well, she's in her 20s, okay? But I'm just like, even my mom has done it. My aunt has done it. So I'm like, well, wait a minute. All these women that are older than me are finding their stick to itness. So I really need to find mine. Marlene says, my whole family is slim, but that doesn't mean healthy. Yeah, we have hourglass shape, but we can't get rid of the arms. Yes. Oh my God. When I was doing a try on haul, y'all, because that's something that I knew that I wanted to eventually start incorporating into my content, but I also want to incorporate my weight loss journey into my content as well. And I don't want this to be something that is, oh, I'm just doing this for clicks and views. No, 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 no. This is my life. And if I can share my journey along the way, you know, and impact some positivity into somebody else along the way, that's even that much more better. But ultimately, I need to get myself together. So that's why I ordered that set of kettlebells, because I know in the mornings, usually when I'm driving to work, Wellness with Frugal Mama is on, and I've been watching her do her workout. I've been seeing Boss Lady Denise getting it together, getting motivated, working it out. And I'm like, yes, everybody is on it. So, girl, quit playing and get your motivation back. Do whatever it takes. Talk about it, put it out there in the atmosphere, and walk in it, and just quit. Just say, like Nike says, just do it. So that's where I'm at. And I feel better. I feel better actually sharing this and talking with you guys and getting this information. I'm actually glad I went live because, like I said, especially with all that has been going on, there has been times where I come home and I'm like, oh, I don't feel like it. I'm going to just lay down and I'll do it tomorrow. You know that, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I'll start tomorrow. And then tomorrow turns into a week turns into a month turns into 6 months, and then a whole year done went by, and you just sat up there and you done put on 5, 10 pounds. I'm tired of that. I am tired of that. Toning is important, yes. So, okay, a support group. I definitely think having an accountability partner will help. You do a different thing every day. Yes, I agree, Rain. We gotta just start somewhere. So yeah, I've got me some new workout clothes, okay? Because I used to use that as an excuse. Why I ain't got nothing to go work out in? No, I done got me all the stuff that I need to actually do it. I just need to remember to bring the bag with me in the car. And on the days that I'm feeling like just going into the gym after work, I'll go in the gym. If I'm not feeling like going in the gym, there's stuff I can do at home. And I've been seeing a lot of videos lately that I've been watching where the girls are literally doing a power walk in place, especially if you have that stair stepper thing. And I was like, okay, this is something that I'm going to do. Every once in a while, I will try and do a workout, but then like I don't have a routine. So just trying to find the motivation and stick to it. So I did pull up an article on why it's so hard to lose weight, why it's so hard to stay motivated and everything like that I've been reading, and just how to like set realistic goals for yourself. And they even suggest um, engaging in positive self-talk, keeping a weight loss journal, which I do like to journal. I'm always journaling, but I never thought of specifically making a weight loss journal. So I said, well, that sounds interesting. And then also, I've been doing this virtual weight loss app through my job. And, there's coaches. So I guess that's been kind of like a virtual support system. So just trying to, if nothing else, it has mentally strengthened me to want to pursue this. Like I know, like no tomorrow, the time is now. The time is absolutely now. Quit playing, quit making excuses. No one's suffering from the excuses when I don't follow through on it but me, you know? And then, of course, my husband's like, well, I'm going to be here regardless. I love you regardless. But of course, I want you to be healthy, if you can get healthy. And I'm like, okay, well, then come walk with me. Man, I ain't going back outside, blah, blah, blah. So that's that. Okay. It's like, I know you love me. I know you care about me, but can you come, can you do this with me? We ain't quite there yet. And because, like I said, he's tall and lean. He ain't got no weight on him. So, and he works outside doing physical labor. So when he comes home, he just want to chill out. He want to take his shower and rest. So yeah, you have to save yourself, Pandy. You're right. You guys are right. So be your own strength. You guys are right. And that is the realization that I've come to. And I'm so glad because he is a supporter mentally, physically, financially, but for the things like that are personal to me, I can't depend on anybody else for that. I have to do it for me. I have to do it for myself. And that I didn't quite understand that. And I was angry with him for a minute there. Like, why won't you do this with me? You need to be the one that come walk with me. And then he come walk with me, but he clearly didn't want to be walking with me. So I'm like, okay, girl, do what you got to do for you. I teased him. I'm like, don't be tripping when I get all fine and stuff and folks be trying to holler at me. He's like, girl, sit your crazy behind down somewhere. I was just teasing, but I do understand. So I am so, so happy and so grateful for you ladies and gentlemen that have popped in on tonight and shared with me on tonight. Let's see. Once you show them how good you look, they will want it too. Yes, I agree, Marlene. Marlene, my mom and my aunt, oh my God, they have totally outdone me. And my daughter, I'm just like, but they've all left the South and went back up north. So I'm like, does that have something to do with it? Because everybody down here is big and eat bad. When we were up north, we didn't eat like we ate down here. So I feel like that has something to do. Um, yes, Rain. Yes, you're in a similar situation. You're loved regardless, right? And I do know that I'm loved regardless by family, friends, work, careers, great, business is great. Even this YouTube situation. Yes, I did run into a minor setback, but like I said, I'm not even down on that because I thank God it was a suspension and not a complete termination or demonetization. And that's going to be lifted here soon. So I'm going to just keep pressing on. Praise God. But it's a personal journey. And I think until it really hit me personally, it was just going, I kept putting it on the back burner like, oh, well, I'll get to me. I'll get to me. But I'm tired of putting me on the back burner. So now I know I don't feel like my normal self. I'm not getting around like my normal self. My mental clarity is not where it needs to be. Like my bubbly, I can't explain it, guys. Like my usual perkiness and everything, it dropped. And I'm like, oh my God, I need to get it back. I need to get my spirit back lifted up. You know what I'm saying? And I think just doing more physical fitness, eating better, eating lighter will help me. I'm so glad that Sylvia said, to give her a call. So I'm going to definitely do that. I'll probably try to tap in more with that virtual support group that I've been getting on my phone through my employer and see how that goes because they do have coaches. Child, and they've been emailing me and texting me and all kind of stuff. And I have been following along and tapping in, but not as much as they be blowing me up. But I probably could benefit from it. So you guys gave great suggestions and I appreciate it. Let's see. When I eat unhealthy, my mind is clouded. Yeah. I'm telling you, Marlene, I don't know if you were in here when I said, I don't know if it's age, but there's just stuff that I used to truly love that I cannot eat anymore. It makes me feel bad. And chicken is one of them. Like I cannot really, as much as I love fried chicken, I can't really do it anymore. I can't really do it anymore without feeling bad. And yes, a full body detox. do a full body detox, head to toe. You know what? Rain, well, my green screen is on, but I had ordered the D Herbs full body cleanse. And it's a 20-day detox. But my behind will start it and do it for 2 or 3 days and then stop. And I think it's because I feel like it's too many pills that I have to take. They're capsules, and it's all natural. And then you have to eat all green and clean. And so I did it, but I was halfway doing it. So you're right. Again, that's my problem. My stick with it. Salt, oh my God. Salt has become of the devil for me. It has become of the devil. Now, when I do season and cook, my husband's like, "You season this stuff?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but I didn't put any salt in it because salt causes me to swell. And then certain medications that I have to take now cause me to swell and retain water." And I'm just like, this is not good. While I don't have any of those severe sicknesses and illnesses, I want to get it under control before any of that comes on, in Jesus' name. You know, I want to get a hold of this thing before it gets out of control. So that's what I'm here to do. And I really feel good about coming down and having this conversation with you guys. You guys have gave me some great advice, some great tips. I'm glad that I could come on and catch up with everybody, kind of let y'all know why you haven't been seeing me as much, why I've been kind of hit and miss, and why sometimes when you do see me, I'm like down a little in my spirit. I just been having a lot going on. I've been having a lot going on, and I'm usually that person that's that strong friend for everybody. And you know how it is with the strong friend. You so strong. Who gonna be there for you? Who you leaning on? Okay, who you leaning on? Because I'm the person everybody lean on. I'm the person that is there for everybody else, but who's here for me, kind of thing. And that's where I've been. Thank you. Thank you so much, Rain. Listen, I have noticed it. I have noticed it. And I'm like, oh no, girl. Mm-mm. And it's not an extreme weight gain, but it is a weight gain nonetheless. And so, it's bad because I've made efforts, but like I said, I didn't follow through consistently or remain consistent. So I'm not going to sit here and lie to myself and act like I don't understand what's going on or how we got here. You know what I'm saying? And I also understand that it's important that rather than me be down on myself or beat myself up about it, is that I acknowledge the shortcomings and do the necessary work to pick things up and turn things around and jump back on the bike and ride. So that's where we're at. So I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all coming in and listening to me ramble on. If you guys didn't remember to thumbs up this video for me, please thumbs it up. Hopefully, I'll be able to get this thing back situated here in the next couple of weeks on the YouTube so I can get my little commercials and my advertisements and all that back going. And yeah, I am going to keep my content rolling. And the only difference is I'm going to try to bring this into the fold, share more about what it's like as a plus size woman. How do you find clothes? Where do you find clothes? The affordability. I do have a plus size try on haul coming, and I have a lot more of those coming because it is different. You can't just all the time go into the store and find things that will necessarily fit you the way they would fit someone else. So you have to look around, and there's just different things that plus size women have to do differently. And because of that, I want to share, because I know I'm not alone. And then just bringing you guys along the journey, because I know when you guys see that transformation at the end, it's going to be so sweet. So this is right on time because I hear my husband just came in the door. So I'm going to bring this to a close, y'all. Thank you guys again for coming in. I'm going to try to schedule out some more lives going forward. I think I got a couple scheduled, but not a lot. And if you are looking for the Saturday short supports, I did move those to the Making Money Moves with Pandy channel. So those are on Saturdays over there. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you who gave me tips, information, and advice. I'm going to take it all in. Got my notes here. I thank you, Rain. That was really good about the detox, because I did pull all that stuff out and was like, I need to get on this and complete it and then get back active. So yeah, I'm going to bring this one to a close. We've been on a little longer than I anticipated. You have a good night as well. And you all stay safe, stay encouraged. And I will see y'all in the next video. I will, Rain. So good to see you. I appreciate you being here. All right, y'all. Y'all know I can never find my way out of here. All right, y'all. Have a good night.